Chapter 1, Dolua Dalu, Tang San from Another World, Part 1. In the southwestern region of the Tiendo Empire, within the Falsno province, lies Dolua Dalu. Holy Soul Village. The name alone evokes a sense of awe, yet in reality, it is merely a small hamlet of some 300 households nestled south of Nuoding City in the Falsno province. Its name, Holy Soul, stems from a legend that a soul saint-level soul master once hailed from this very place a century ago, a fact that remains the village's enduring pride. Beyond the village's borders sprawl vast fields of farmland, where grains and vegetables are cultivated to feed Nuoding City. Though not a metropolis within Falsno province, Nuoding City's proximity to the border with another empire makes it a prime starting point for trade between the two great nations, fostering its prosperity and, in turn, elevating the living standards of the villagers surrounding the city. As dawn breaks, painting the eastern horizon with a faint blush of pre-dawn light, a slender figure already graces the summit of a modest hillock, barely 100 meters tall, adjacent to Holy Soul Village. This figure belongs to a boy of 5 or 6 years old. His skin, tanned from frequent exposure to the sun, glows with a healthy wheaten hue. His short black hair is neatly trimmed, and his simple yet clean attire betrays no signs of poverty. For a child his age, scaling such a hillock is no easy feat, yet, curiously, he reaches the summit without breaking a sweat, appearing perfectly at ease. Seated atop the hill, the boy's gaze is fixed intently on the gradually brightening eastern sky. He breathes in deeply through his nose and exhales slowly through his mouth, creating a harmonious cycle of inhalation and exhalation. Suddenly, his eyes widen as a faint trace of purple light flickers within the brightening dawn. Without exceptional eyesight and concentration, this fleeting phenomenon would have gone unnoticed. The appearance of the purple aura fully engrosses the boy. He halts his exhalation and continues only with shallow, controlled inhalations, his eyes locked onto the elusive purple light. The purple aura lasts but a fleeting moment, disappearing completely as the dawn's blush gives way to the rising sun's golden glow. The boy finally closes his eyes, exhaling a long, deep breath of impure air that escapes his lips as a white stream, dissipating into the morning air. After a moment of meditation, he opens his eyes once more. A faint trace of purple lingers in his irises, fleeting but unmistakable. Though it fades quickly, its presence was undeniably clear. With a sigh of frustration, the boy's expression betrays a weariness beyond his years. He shakes his head, muttering to himself, still no progress. My Xiantian Gong remains stuck at the first level's bottleneck. It's been 3 months now. Why? Even my Ziji Modong, which relies on the purple dawn light for its advancement, continues to improve. Without breaking through this barrier in Xiantian Gong, my Xuanyu hand cannot advance further. When I first practiced, transitioning from the first to the second level seemed effortless. There are 9 levels to Xiantian Gong, why is the first so troublesome? Could it be because this world is different from my own? Having arrived in this world over 5 years ago, this child is none other than Tang San, who once leaped off a cliff in the Tang sect to end his life. When he regained consciousness, he found himself unable to move but enveloped in warmth. Death, as he had anticipated, did not come. Instead, he found himself squeezed into this new world. It took Tang San a long time to comprehend his situation. He was alive, but no longer the Tang San he once was. Upon his birth, it took him nearly a year to learn the language of this world. He recalls, even though he could not open his eyes, hearing a deep male voice wail in anguish. As he learned the language and recalled with his exceptional memory, he could only make out the man crying out, "Third sister, don't leave me." That man was his father, Tang Hao. His mother, in this world, had passed away during childbirth. Whether by destiny or coincidence, Tang Hao named him Tang San in memory of his deceased wife, a name that, miraculously, remained the same as his own in his previous life. The children of his age in the village often teased him about this, but Tang San was secretly pleased. It was a name he had used for nearly 3 decades in his previous world, and familiarity alone had endeared him to it. From initial shock and fear to eventual excitement and now calm acceptance, Tang San has embraced his reality. He sees it as a second chance granted by heaven, perhaps to fulfill the unfulfilled wishes of his past life. Born naked into this world, Tang San possesses a treasure beyond measure, his memories. As the most talented prodigy of the Tang sect's outer court, he retains in his mind the intricate craftsmanship of various mechanical traps and hidden weapons. And after stealing the inner court's secret manuals and years of eager study, he had also mastered the inner court's highest tome, the Xiantian Baolu. Tang San harbors the hope of re-establishing the Tang sect's glory in this new world. Time to go back. Tang San glances at the sky and, with a leap, dashes down the hill. Were anyone to witness this, they would be amazed to see him stride with each step nearly a meter long, effortlessly navigating the uneven terrain, moving faster than most adults. What is the essence of the Tang sect? Hidden weapons, poisons, and lightning-fast movements. The defining difference between the inner and outer courts lies in the mastery of hidden weapons. The outer court specializes in mechanical traps, while the inner court excels in the true art of manipulation. Poisons are generally reserved for the outer court, as the inner court disciples rarely need them due to their unparalleled skill.